Jake Paul is going to kill Tyron Woodley. I'm not the only one who thinks this. Let's go ahead and get straight into this. First of all, I am not a boxing expert, a UFC expert, or a fighting expert by any means. I'm a fan of the sports. I love to see this shit happen. I love the debates. So if you disagree with my argument whatsoever, go ahead and comment down below. Maybe I'll reply to it with the whole video. Maybe I'll reply to it in the comments. Maybe I'll agree with you. Maybe I'll change my entire decision. I am open-minded as probably anyone can get, especially with the internet, how it is nowadays. Tyron Woodley is a former 170-pound champion or welterweight champion. He defended the belt 4 times in the UFC, which is fucking hard. If you guys don't know, the UFC has a ranking system that just makes it where it's extremely hard to defend your belt. You're going against the top of elite opponents. Jake Paul has won 4 boxing matches against Deji, Anisan Gibb, Joe Weller, and of course, Ben Askren. I don't think the Joe Weller fight was legit. I think it was more of a sparring session, but we're going to go ahead and count that anyway because Joe Weller has boxed against KSI, so, we can account that. I think there's more issues for Tyron than there is pros for Jake, and that's why I think Tyron is going to lose or get knocked out, and here are the issues. Tyron isn't who he used to be. Tyron used to knock people out cold. He used to be an absolute monster. He used to be someone you didn't want to go against. People were literally scared to go against him. As you can see in the highlights, this man is nothing to play with when he's in the UFC. So that being said, he is not the man he used to be, which we're going to go ahead and transition into the second problem. The second problem is he's not fighting in an all-around way. He does one of two things in the last 2 fights. He either closes his fists up like this and takes hits left and right non-stop, not throwing back whatsoever, or he's slinging so much he's not defending himself. And I feel like in his past fights, he had a nice in-between. He knew when to attack. He attacked a lot in his past fights that made him the champion he was. But now you can see that he doesn't have that fire in him. He doesn't know how to defend himself while being aggressive anymore. The third issue is boxing, and when you have so many years of MMA under your belt, you're so used to, am I going to kick? Am I going to hammer fist? Am I going to do these things? Like, am I going to get kicked? Am I going to get hit in the face, like, by a foot? Like, there's so many different things in the UFC that just are so different from boxing. Boxing is one aspect, and it's just punching, which changes the entire form. So taking one aspect of something is completely different. So if you're taking TDM to Battle Royale, that is just a bad example, but it just shows like you would play those two very differently. It's one aspect of getting kills and one aspect of winning a game and getting kills and placing high and getting better. It's just a bunch of shit that goes into it. That's a huge issue. So going from he's not who he used to be, he has 2 fighting styles, and boxing is one aspect, and it's going to be tough for him to break that MMA fighting style. Even we can see it in Conor McGregor when he would throw hammer fists at Mayweather. The knockouts Tyron Woodley has gotten, by the way, his wrestling was so top tier that it opened up his striking game. Like I said, there's more cons to Tyron Woodley than there is pros for Jake Paul. Jake Paul has 3 to 4 straight years of just nothing but one aspect of fighting, boxing. Nothing but stand-up striking, and that's going to benefit Jake Paul a lot. Just because you are a striker in the UFC does not mean you're going to compete very good against a boxer, someone who's trained multiple years of just straight boxing, to the lowest levels of Jake Paul, to the highest levels of whoever you want to name, Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz, Canelo Alvarez. It's going to be a huge difference. Conor McGregor is probably the closest a UFC fighter has came to beating a boxer. And even then, he still got outclassed. But again, that's the best boxer of all time. Jake Paul has some real knockout power too. That is another pro. Like, this man, he does not hit soft. He hits pretty fucking hard. I think this man can hit people stepping backwards, going forward, standing there. He can hit people in any type of way and knock them out. As you guys see in the Nate Robinson fight, he backs up and punches Nate Robinson, handling the pressure greatly, which is another pro. Jake Paul can handle the pressure. Jake Paul can knock people out. And that is a problem that is going to face Tyron Woodley, unfortunately, when the fight comes August 29th. Like I said, Jake Paul can handle all the pressure in the world. It's going to be a lot of eyes on him. I expect this card to sell over 1 million pay-per-view buys if the truth was for the Ben Askren fight that they sold already 1.6 million. That is, if they sell over 1 million, that is just insane as is. Jake Paul is a top 5 selling fucking boxer right now, whether you like it or not. We all know that Jake Paul is a very hated person. This man knows how to market better than any person in the entire world. And Triller said they sold 1.6 million. Is that true? We don't know. And I hope it is, because I just want to see people win and make money off of something that I love to watch. The fact is in the pudding. I think fights that are the biggest debates are going to sell the most. If you make a fight where one fighter is so dominantly going to win, you don't really want to watch it. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley is going to be an amazing fight. It'll be Jake Paul's biggest challenge he's ever had, and it'll be Tyron Woodley's. I don't what it is, like the only thing Tyron Woodley gets out of this is money. Like I don't, you beat Jake Paul, cool. You beat Jake Paul. After that, like then what? Like I don't know what Tyron Woodley can get out of this. Maybe bringing down the most hated person in UFC, but even and then, Jake Paul has been advocating for higher UFC pay. So, do these people hate him? I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a love-hate relationship, I feel like. But that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. I could talk more and more about this, and I might be a little bit rusty on this. I don't know. Like this is my first type of video where I've ever recorded a commentary type video on something that isn't fucking Call of Duty. If you guys want more videos like this or have certain topics you want me to talk about, go ahead and drop them down in the comment section. Again, if you disagreed with me, let me know. I am down to debate anything. Debating is fun, especially when someone else can handle the debate and not take it personally. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and I will be posting more videos like this probably without a doubt. Have a good one, guys. Peace.